Hello. Welcome. See, this is what I'm dealing with every time. It takes like 6 seconds for the chat to pop up for me, and then I can't do anything about unless they've changed it. Yeah, I can't answer the poll.
To
So
clear it out.
Yeah, so it's just stuck up there. I can close the poll from here, apparently. Does that close it for everybody? No? Okay. Well, I just learned something new. And if you and if you couldn't tell, we're co-hosting with my father today.
What's up, people?
Welcome. DC, James. I'll get to your names in a moment. But I guess we can go over what I've got in stock because there's not a ton left, but we are doing 2 Game Boy Color mods today. That's because these are the only 2 semi-fixed Game Boys that I have left. I've got a few that I need to take care of, which I'll probably do later today. The dog is trying to force her way into the room through the little bit of passage underneath the door. So, very interesting.
Oh, I wish I could post a picture.
You have it on your phone too?
The stream? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's show off what I've got in stock. We've got one other Game Boy Color here. The Magikarp one. Other than that, that's it. We've got one SP, the Glacier one. And we've got one Game Boy Advance, which is in this. I've got a bunch of these left over. Not anymore, really, because I've been giving them away. But if you get any UV printed Game Boy Advances, I will include one of these covers for a limited time while supplies last. But this is the Charizard Y. And then we've got a bunch of pockets, a bunch of DMGs. Yeah, you wouldn't know him, Tanner. That's definitely not my cousin in there. We've got quite a few Game Boy Pockets.
You have a cousin?
Apparently. But we've got Gengar. We've got another Charizard, but this is regular Charizard. We've got Pink, and then all of the grass starters, the first 5 generations? Yeah, first 5 generations of grass starters on there. And then we've got the base side. Another pinkish. It's more red, but it's pretty pink. Fuchsia, sure. Fuchsia City. And then we've got a teal, turquoise, green, whatever you want to call it. We've got Venusaur, and this one has light up buttons, but I don't have batteries out to show that. And of course, we still have a ton of macros. So that is a lot of stuff still, even though we're low on stock right now. And that's why I don't dig them out before stream all too often anymore. But if you want to check any of them out, retroremastered.com. As I put all of these away, if you want me to say your name out loud, say something in chat right now. And I will need to fix these 2 because we've got both of these have bad speakers. I saved these for a while so I could use one of the cool colors for speakers, but I need to use these up, so I will probably get more with bad speakers because that's like one of the most common issues with Game Boy Color. So before we tear these down, I'm gonna say hello to everybody. We've got DC, James, Big Hank, Ivan, Tanner twice, Tonio Sims, and my mother.
And
hello.
Your father.
You didn't say anything in the chat. So.
And Nugget. Nugget Snout.
And as usual, She really wants in, which is weird. Okay. But, as usual, my father will be reading out chat for me.
Maybe.
And we're going to be going fast today because the Steelers play at 1:30. So, we got like an hour. And I don't want to miss it because it's playoffs.
Well, hopefully they show up because the Cowboys didn't.
Yeah.
Shocker.
And, I mean, the Bears really didn't, so.
Ooh.
Sorry, Tanner. I wouldn't have mentioned it if he wasn't here, so.
Anybody else out there iced in like we are?
Oh, yeah. We have a lot of ice going around, baby. But he can read, yeah. Speed run, probably not. Probably not, just because I have to, I gotta solder the speaker and stuff. I think these are trimmed cart slots. I'm not sure. This might have been from before I started trimming them when I was fixing them.
Yes, DC, as long as there's not multiple syllables.
Big words are tough for him. So.
Why say? How's it go?
The Office quote is what he's referring to from Kevin. Why say big word when few word do trick? Or
something like that. Something. You said it good the other night.
Yeah. Wait, why say lot word when few word do trick?
What did the janitor yell when he jumped out of the closet?
Supplies.
Yes.
I knew that one.
You want to read chat and I'll do the repairs?
Sure.
I mean, clearly anybody can do this.
I would be interested to see how well you would do with this on your own. Any of them, just because.
Hold on, I gotta read the chat.
Okay.
Just quoting here: DC rules and Jake drools. Okay, go ahead.
Because you've seen so much of this, I feel like you should be able to do this on your own.
I should be able to, but it probably wouldn't be a wise idea. Let's see. Ivan Milosevic says, "What iron do you recommend up to $100?"
I have a starter kit linked in my recommended tools, which I do need to update a lot of those links. But there's an Amazon link to a starter kit that I still use a lot of the pieces to very regularly. What's it called? What's the
soldering iron? What? Oh, your ohms meter?
Yeah, it says it right on. My multimeter. My multimeter came in the starter pack, and I still use that all the time. There's a few other things that came with it that I probably just don't realize are from that, but it comes with more than just a soldering iron, and it has been very helpful, and it comes in a little carrying case. The soldering iron's nothing crazy, but everything was like $25, I think, when I got it at least, but that was a couple years ago, so it's probably more expensive than that. But, I mean, any decent soldering iron, like this one is, I believe, under $100. I think it's like $70 or $80. I love it. It's slim, it's compact. It was nice to be able to take it with me to LA when I saw Austin. But my biggest problem is the cable for it. It's pretty much just a laptop charger. But after a while, it gets bent and it doesn't have a good connection. And sometimes we'll have it at a certain angle and it just cuts out. and then I have to twist it around to make sure it works, and it's kind of annoying. But
Big Hank says you definitely make it look so easy, like anyone with a pair of thumbs could do these mods. You do. I mean, you do it enough, it just makes it
yeah,
look easy.
I mean, at this point, I've done probably 100 of the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and SP mods. I've probably done more than 100 of each of them. DMGs and pockets, definitely not 100, but
I also make wrangling unicorns look easy, and so people come onto the farm and they're like, I can do... Oh, no, I can't.
yeah.
Tonio says, I say the same thing about doing this, but the moment something won't come out easily, it's over for me. Tapping out. DC says, we should get a DJ Ames block on the upcoming stream. See if he can mod a GBA for charity.
I've been wanting to do... There's a channel by... I think his name is Brad Mondo. He does like hair stuff, and my sister was showing me one of his videos a long time ago where he had like his sister, brother-in-law, like people from his family doing haircuts on a mannequin, and he was in the other room just watching them through a camera. And I'd love to do that with Dad or one of my friends or Samantha. Samantha would probably be too scared.
I'm not gonna let you cut my hair, dude.
Yeah.
Don't forget to tap the like button, people. Tippity-tap.
Yeah, well, we've got 17 people in here right now, and we've got... Okay, never mind. We have... Oh, wait, no. That's the wrong number. We have 11 likes. 20 people in here. We only have half the likes of... Or half the people... We don't have enough likes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. But we're almost through every single little plastic bag. Just kidding.
Almost. I think it's funny that here we are, iced in. I did air quotes in case you can't see them. But we got buffalo feet of snow. What did you say last night? 2 inches per hour coming down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not... I saw a video this morning of... I guess it was their time, so 3 hours ahead of 11 a.m. their time. And it wasn't snowing at that time, and they had the field cleared, but the stands were just packed.
Yeah, I saw the picture. And there's a video of the kid sliding around with no shirt on. He was one of the people volunteering to clear. Mom said his brother. DC already hit the like button. Hit it again.
No, don't hit it again.
Oh.
Because if you hit it again, you're not going to have it liked anymore.
Oh. Don't hit it again. I don't know how to say that name. We're just going to call him T-Easy. Would you recommend the Pine 64 pencil soldering iron? I would be using it on a Switch.
I only ever heard Pine-Sil as in reference to this or something very similar. So, yes. Another thing I was going to say is, at least with mine, you can power it with USB-C, but it's very slow to heat up when you use the USB-C, at least with any of the plugs that I have. So, that's why I prefer the cable it comes with.
Is it just because it's lower voltage coming through there, I'm assuming?
Yeah, that's gotta be something with the... one of the big three. Amps, volts, or...
Watts.
Watts, thank you. Okay. Now for real, we're almost done getting rid of all the plastic bags.
Oh, phew. DC hit it again. Double liked it.
Philip? How you doing? Haven't seen your name in a while. At least it feels like it. But it always feels like a while when I just stream 7 days later. Okay. Put the back halves off to the side after I
There's another plastic
get
bag.
another plastic bag out. And then, does this count as a plastic bag?
Sure.
Tape there. Get the screws out of here. I think we're done with the plastic bags. Okay. But we're gonna put those off to the side for now. Let's do some, let's do some soldering with the speakers. What I like to do now is, instead of removing the wires from the board, I like to just remove the wires, or the speaker from the wires. Because this is, it's not always easy to desolder things in general. So having to remove the speakers is easy, but then sometimes the solder won't want to remove from the board, and then using the solder sucker or the wick, sometimes, I don't know, it just takes more time and isn't always fun. So
Plus, you can just reuse those wires
Yeah.
instead, right?
they're thicker wires than
The replacement ones are.
yeah, and I would have to shuck these, so I just desoldered the wires now.
So I'm assuming that you just take the new wires off the new speaker at the same time, or not at the same time.
Yeah. So we're just gonna heat that up. Heat that up.
As I just stated. I'm assuming that your cousin is watching because he doesn't have work because of the ice.
Probably. Probably.
You have enough wire on the end of that, you don't have to strip it back.
Correct. Correct.
There's no polarity on those, you can do it either way, right?
Yeah. Which I've always been confused by, because a lot of speakers do have polarity, and then these come with a red and a black wire. But it does not matter. I still try and match them orientation wise, but it doesn't matter. Put that over there, give myself a little more space to work with. And see, like, just this bit of bending has turned off my soldering iron.
Oh.
That's my biggest gripe with it. It's just after a while, the speaker is not, or the wire is not very strong.
Dude, you'd think as big as that wire is, it wouldn't do that.
Yeah. You would think. And again, going out, in and out, in and out.
Josh says, about to do a screen mod for OG case for GBA. Your vids are a big help.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What mod are you doing? Which IPS screen? I will probably post a Steelers game, be fixing and potentially modding some more different models to get more stock in, because like I said in the beginning, low on stock. Oh, that's why I'm not getting down. So if you're wanting another model, if you're waiting for me to restock, because I've gotten a few comments lately, probably tomorrow or sometime later this week, I will have more stock available for all models. But I also need to work on fixing some Game Boys so I can do the charity stream. If you didn't hear the in the stream last week, I kind of loosely can't think of casually announced the charity stream is coming back for year 2. Still the Michael J. Fox Foundation, and still 5 Game Boy mods, bigger and better than last year. And there are 2 videos like last year. It'll be more of a bigger part of the charity stream, but if you want to watch the first of the 2 of those videos, it is already live for the members. That's what the poll was about earlier. Did I ever end that poll?
I closed it out on the tablet. I don't know if that.
That's still there. I did not close out the poll.
Oh, with the 3 dots.
Mm-hmm. But
Dismiss poll.
no, I'm just gonna end it. But that was what the poll was about. There is a new video for the members. It will premiere in the charity stream, and then it will be its own video in February. And there will be another video that will probably go up for the members either Tuesday or Wednesday, and that will also be in the charity stream and also be its own video in February. So if you want exclusive or early members content, hit that join button down below.
Pretty cool. I don't know if it's okay that I announce this, but Jake is going to be wearing a tuxedo for the event and shaving his beard.
No, I will not.
Oh, I might have made that up.
Yeah.
You're not wearing a tuxedo.
Mm-hmm. If we get $100,000 donated,
then you will shave.
I will shave my beard.
Canadian dollars or?
Sure. Yes, that's still a lot of money.
Let's see. Emulation Dojo. Have you thought about doing a full mod build of the GBA SP unhinged V2 with USB-C top, headphone jack, USB-C board? Whew.
No. Boxy Pixel stuff is cool. It's just expensive. There will be a Boxy Pixel thing in the stream, but it won't be unhinged. So, yeah, I've thought about it, but it just doesn't. It's expensive, so if it was sent to me, I would do it. But as you all know, my love for SPs, it doesn't make me want to spend $100 or more. I don't even know how much it costs now, but a lot of money just for a shell for a mod that I don't like. I know I could probably sell it, but it's also not like the newest one anymore, so it's like a video I don't think would be crazy for it. I don't know. The hinged Boxy Pixel one is more in style now, so
I don't know what Josh is saying there. It's going to be that drop-in V5.
Oh, okay. That's what the mod he's gonna do.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Oh, that's
Yeah, because I asked.
ah.
Cool. Laminated or unlaminated? I'm assuming since you said drop-in, it's not laminated.
Oh.
But either way, I do like that mod. I'm assuming you watched my comparison video to get to that decision. Okay.
Those are fun.
Yeah, it's fun because you want to peel the peel, not the sticker.
Your tweezers won't grab it easier? Never mind.
A lot of times with the tweezers, it'll dig through, and I've scratched the top before of because the color and stuff, the border's just printed on this side of the glass, so I don't like using my tweezers. That's why I recommend not trimming your nails. I don't know if it was on stream last week. It might have been on stream, but someone was saying you schedule your fingernail trimmings. Yeah, I guess. Not exactly what I meant.
Not laminated.
Not laminated. Okay.
Oh yeah, that compare video was juicy.
It was big. Oh, also, I had that reminded me, the intro to the members only video that's out now. It's probably one of my favorite scripted intros I've ever done. So, it's pretty good. But I don't want to spoil it. Both the videos are very good. Okay.
Everybody probably noticed that music is back this week.
Some of you may have noticed that last week there was no music. I'm going to zoom back out a little bit. I didn't notice till after the stream that I didn't... I have to do some sound settings, some output sound settings on my MacBook for you guys to even hear the music. And since it had been a while since I streamed, I think that was my first stream back, I just forgot to change that setting. The music was playing. If you heard it in the background picking up from my mic, then you heard it, but I did not play it for everybody last week. I never know if this actually does anything, but it makes me feel better. I don't think you can get I don't think any of this is conductive, but I've just had so many issues when I don't cover this in Kapton tape on the Game Boy Color mods that I just do it anyways.
Better safe than sorry.
Exactly. Especially here. If you're going to do something, if you're going to do anything with Kapton tape, cover these chips up, even this little guy up here. Because those will touch all the vias up here, and then that's where you're going to get some shorts, and that's where your Game Boy Color will just want to randomly turn off sometimes. And we use Kapton tape because it is non-conductive, it is heat resistant. This is the stuff that they cover spaceships with, so they don't catch on fire in space. Natalie told me that one, so if it's wrong, blame her.
For all the Australian spaceships that are launched. Oh.
Mm-hmm. They should cover Australia in Kapton tape so it's a little colder. Or maybe it would just trap the heat in. I don't know.
It's warmer there right now because it's their summer, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But I think their winter is probably warmer than our summer.
Probably. Try hard Trav. Got that Steelers gear on today, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Barf. Sorry.
I'm not like assuming that they're gonna win. I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
Like the Packers, you know, I'm just hopeful that the 7 seed will beat the number 2 seed. But
that's harsh, dude.
I will be ecstatic if they do win, because I can't wait to see every analyst on ESPN or anything in sports. I haven't seen one person say the Steelers have a chance.
Well, yesterday everybody in the pregame picked the Cowboys to beat the Packers. So
I'm just ready for people to make up excuses. or they'll probably just be right. But, you know, it's snowing. We have a good secondary. Josh Allen likes to throw interceptions and fumble the ball, so
You have a lucky Isaac jersey hanging,
this is true.
and you have Josh Allen is your quarterback on your fantasy team, which makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, like I said, I don't think the Steelers are going to win. I'm hopeful. I mean, if the Steelers win, I'll be happy, but my playoff fantasy season will be over. So
Yeah. Oh, man. Can we block this person? Go, Pack, go. That stadium in Buffalo is a snowpocalypse. Yeah. Well, there was just a brief moment when we were talking about flying out and going to that game just on a whim. And then we added up how much it was going to be for a 3 or 4 day quick trip. And you're like, yeesh. Really glad we didn't go. 1, they moved it. 2, there's a little bit of snow there.
yeah,
And flying does not scare me in the least, but I do not think that I would like to fly when there's that much snow and ice.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
It just doesn't. Looking out and seeing them de-ice the wings and stuff would not make me feel warm and fuzzy inside.
Especially because the flights we were looking at, it was cheaper to fly into Toronto.
Yeah.
And so we would have to drive, I would say 2 hours, but it would probably take longer with all that snow from Toronto to Buffalo. So that would have been fun. Okay. Now that I got a new craft knife, you can actually... I broke the point on mine a while ago, which I know they're replaceable tips, but...
You still want to get as many miles out of them as possible.
Yeah, but I couldn't stick it in the vias and easily shred the coating, but now I can.
Now you can. You need just one little, like your screwdriver there, the small one.
Mm-hmm.
You need that with a little drill bit that
Well,
you could use over and over again.
usually when I'm trying to do vias, I will take a very small and pointy one, like that.
Yeah.
And I'll put it on the
You don't want to
screwdriver.
go through, you just want it to rough it up a little bit.
Yeah, I just want to scrape the coating off, make it a little shiny. You can see it on this one over
Do you
here.
flux those or no?
Yes, I do.
You're welcome.
I was going to anyways.
Jake.
I was explaining it to you. Also, at the very end of my flux here, I just got a new one though. Even though I have like 3 different types of flux. I think the soldering kit that I was talking about earlier also comes with some solder paste. It's flux that you have to brush on. So, it's not my favorite. But it's free flux.
Can I read an Opal story? The one that Samantha texted last night?
Sure.
Okay. So this is the text from Samantha,
My sister.
Jake's sister, my daughter, favorite daughter. She says, Opal picked her earwax, then wiped it on the wall, and I asked, who taught you to do that? And Opal said, Bebop. That's what she calls me. And Samantha says, when did he teach you that? Opal says, maybe Wednesday?
That was a new story for me.
Were you not? Oh, you were working.
Yeah.
Maybe Wednesday.
Maybe Wednesday. You didn't see each other on Wednesday.
I know, but she was throwing me under the bus.
That's funny. I thought you were gonna say the princess thing.
The princess thing.
Because my other niece is almost 3 months old now,
Yeah.
and she's starting to look like my sister did when she was like 6 months old, and we have one of those pictures up on the wall. And so we put a picture of Millie next to Samantha when she was that young, and Opal, my other niece, the earwax one, said, "You look like a princess, Mommy." That was it. Nothing special.
Not as good as the earwax story.
Not as good as the earwax story. But that's the only story I knew of from yesterday. Come on. There we go. Then we can add some solder to these spots.
So what you just put on there is that power wires for the screens? No.
These are the wires for start and select, so we can control the menu. I'll clean this. So this is. We'll have to flip this around. This one is on the left. That's select. Start. Are you studying and asking questions now in case I put you to the test?
You never know. We may be called into the game.
I'd probably give you like 3 lifelines.
Mm-hmm.
A 50-50, a phone a friend, ask the audience.
Well, I think you have to give me a heads up so I can really apply my study. You'd have to say, okay, we're going to do this mod, and then I can watch
I probably wouldn't make you do the Game Boy Color, but I feel like I'd have you do the Game Boy Advance, and I don't know if I would want to give you any warning.
You know I always get them all mixed up, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Which one's the flippy one?
The SP.
Yeah, that's the one you would not have me do.
I would not have you do that one. I would not have you do this one either. Okay. More Kapton tape time. But we're pretty much done.
Oh, getting closer to pregame. Quiet in the chat. I thought for sure the earwax would have got him talking.
Unless our internet cut out and we just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
Oh. There's a lot more football talk in the chat than I thought. So usually I expect the nerds to not be into football. But more... Another subject that you guys would probably be more into. Did anybody watch Echo? Because the latest Marvel series just dropped.
Never even heard of it.
You've seen commercials for it.
I doubt it.
I know you have, because they've been popping up for football. But it's alright.
What's it about?
It is about Echo, the character.
Silver Surfer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my dad didn't remember Silver Surfer.
Still doesn't.
Still doesn't. I still don't remember what his powers are, but I remember him. But Echo, she is a deaf superhero. She is I almost said Navajo, that's not right. Choctaw. She's part of the Choctaw. And it's set in Oklahoma. She's kind of a part of the Daredevil side of Marvel. And it was pretty cool. It was just okay.
Emulation said first 2 episodes good so far, and DC watched it.
It was just interesting because like they dropped all of the episodes at the same time, which is not normal for Marvel. But I kind of liked it. I watched the first 4 episodes on the first night, and then I watched the last episode for breakfast. But it was just like a lot of shows. I don't think the finale stuck the landing, but it was alright. I like her as a character, and I thought a lot of the side characters were funny. It was cool learning more about the chalk dust stuff. People were complaining that so because she's deaf, so she speaks a lot in ASL, and people were complaining that the non-deaf characters, when they were signing, because everybody signed to her, right?
Did it wrong.
No, they wouldn't say the words in English as they're signing. I'm like, I think I probably would. Like, just thinking, like, trying to think about it myself when I'm doing it, especially because, like, some of them hadn't seen her in years, so they're, like, trying to remember how to sign and stuff. But, yeah, I'm like, what, who cares? But
trolls.
Yeah. People always have to complain about something. Okay. Let's of course I did that too. I knew I was gonna do that.
You did it backwards?
Yeah. I have the blue speaker over here. Let's see. What's gonna be the fastest way to swap? I'm gonna swap the top wires here. Yeah. Okay.
Rookie.
I know, and I was thinking about that earlier. I'm like, don't do the wrong one. I gotta
okay.
take the caps on tape.
Wouldn't it be faster just to do the speakers?
Probably with the caps on tape, but these are easier solder points. So that's why I want to do it this way.
Just cut the ribbon cable right in the middle.
Yeah.
Duct tape it back together.
Come on.
Oh, you're probably gonna say, shut up, old man. You should make a commemorative shirt to go with the charity stream.
I thought about that, but it's just, I think it's a little too close.
Yeah.
But I did think about that. Yeah, and not to poke fun at any of my friends or family, I'll use you as a
punching bag?
Yeah.
Go for it.
A lot of the people I've like told about the charity event, they're like, "Oh, cool, you should do this." I'm like, "Yeah, it's only been planning it for months now." So,
Well, I don't mean like this go round, but
I know.
if you keep doing it.
I know, but people are just like, "Oh, you should do this year." It's 2 weeks away. It's just funny. Nothing wrong with it. But yeah, I've been planning the charity event since October. So it's been a while.
You know I want to sing.
I know you. I know you do. You do know that sometimes I'll say things because that's how you want to react to it.
Let's see. DC says you should definitely do my idea, though. Drop all your plans from my idea. For sure.
I know you're probably just making a joke, but I don't know if you did suggest anything. I don't know if I told you. I was thinking about that when you messaged me a couple of days ago. I was like, wait, did I tell him about the... you're a member and you'll see the members only video soon. So
Was his idea to do it live outside?
yeah, probably.
Buffalo Stadium.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there you go. Next year you should do it live from. Well, it's not Heinz Field anymore.
It's not Heinz Field anymore. Okay. Let's start putting these in shells now.
Big Hank says, making any wide boys for the charity?
No silly mods this time. But they're all very cool. I don't want to spoil it quite yet, but you will see come Friday. Yeah, this Friday? This is the Friday? Yes. This Friday, there will be a full announcement video. If you want to see what the 2 coolest mods will be, you can become a patron. Not a patron. You can become a member, and you will see the first one of the 2 coolest ones. They're all cool. And the second one will come Tuesday or Wednesday for the members. You won't be able to get it early though. Everybody has an equal chance on the charity event, which will be Friday, January 26th, noon p.m. So.
And gives you 2 weeks to scrounge up some money to buy on the charity event.
Yeah. Remy was messaging me the other day telling me he got a new job, a big boy job, and he's like, now I can afford to spend more money on Game Boy mods. I'm like, cool. Save your money.
So he got a big boy job to support his addiction.
Yes. I think I've mentioned this a couple times on stream, but sometimes with Game Boy Color mods, mostly A and B, the membranes, sometimes they just don't go down as much. I don't know which mold is the bad one, but I like to place it flat and then press it in and see if they both have the same amount of travel. But usually it's one or the other, A or B, that doesn't press down, doesn't have as much travel, and so it feels weird or it won't even press when it's installed. So check your membranes before you install them.
Try Hard Trav says, damn bro, I should have gone to shovel snow at Buffalo for $20 an hour to afford Pokemon GBA games with how expensive they are.
Yeah, the $20 an hour is not enough for how much snow is out there.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, the Bills can afford it, I think.
But they had plenty of people doing it looked like, so
Yeah.
that's how they can afford it. Big Hank, getting a big boy job to support our addictions is what it's all about. Oh yeah, light pipe.
Thanks. You guys never say light pipe on the actual
Right one.
The clear purple one is usually the A and B membrane that doesn't have. Yep. Okay. I can feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can feel the difference.
the one on the right has way more travel. Yeah.
And this one doesn't. So we're gonna swap this out since you won't be able to see it anyways.
Huh.
Yeah. It's really disappointing.
Well, you can even see it. I don't know if I can put it on there. If you have it up on edge, you can't really see it, but as you can see that it sticks out further.
It's mostly like just the pocket in here.
Is deeper.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Look at. Huh.
Wow. And I don't know why. I don't know what company, what mold it is. Because some of them, like this one's fine. But And it's got the better crisscross. I think I've talked about this before too.
The pads.
Yeah. When the pads have the crisscross pattern like that, they're gonna be better at pressing down, getting good contact. But then like the original ones, they're all like this. It's still fine, but this has good on both sides.
Yeah, that feels the same.
And then a lot of start and select membranes are super stiff, and so you'll have to press a little harder for a while to get them to press down easily. But I like to also like massage them a little bit.
Work it smoochy.
And then I'll do this just to get it loosened up. But I'm just gonna go ahead and put.
So I'm guessing you're not going with purple.
No, I'm still gonna go with purple on the start and select because it's the only one you can see, and it's fine. It's just the A and B that usually goes bad.
In 5150, we trust says, isn't there a slight bevel on the front of the Game Boy Color? I haven't taken one apart, but maybe they account for that, and that's why it's different.
There is, but it's not. It doesn't have anything to do with the buttons. So.
And I can see what he's.
Yeah, it's a smart thought, but
the distance from, even if it had a slope, the amount of travel that has, you're talking what, a quarter, half inch maybe.
I don't know if that's gonna be possible to focus on, but it does bevel a little bit on A and on A, I guess. There's a little bit of rounding on the edge, but it's still just gonna. You want it to still stick out the same height as B. So it wouldn't matter.
So even when you've used those before, they still function. It's just a different feel.
Yeah, it just feels wrong. It still works, but it just, I don't know. When in your head, you're used to all the buttons having the same amount of travel distance, and then one just feels like it's kind of stuck.
Yeah. In 5150, we trust says, I'm cool.
He just said cool.
Oh. I'm pretty sure that's what he or she meant, though. That I'm cool.
Sure. And then also, just a little quarter turn once you've gotten it. I like to screw it all the way down and then pull it back a quarter turn. Really only on the Game Boy Colors and the SPs I've found that's necessary. All the other ones I don't really have button contact problems. But you can do it to all of them and it'll be fine. Oh, and the DMGs. So pretty much all of them. Because I guess the pockets are kind of the same as the Game Boy Color internally. Almost. And then might as well just do it to the GBA.
Would it be weird that I would want to see the manufacturing of these little screws?
No, I think it'd be cool to see how it's made on all this stuff.
I remember I used to watch that show quite a bit.
It was interesting, but it was just, they could have had a little more entertaining host. He had a good voice for it, but it just wasn't very.
It was very monotone.
Yeah.
Peyton, to answer your question, he was dropped on his head at birth.
Well, when Seattle's still like what, 5 hours away from us?
6, yeah.
6 hours away, and then Santa Clara, San Francisco is how many hours away?
Yeah.
It's like, go you guys from all the way over there. If you want to know why I'm a Steelers fan, if you actually want to know why,
Actually.
I have an hour-long video on the channel where I play every Madden, all of them. I only play it through 2022 because that was the newest at the time, but There's like a 10-minute section dedicated to Madden 07. And me and Father play Madden 07 against each other. I think I won. But
I don't honestly remember.
I talked about why I'm a Steelers fan in that. But long story short, it's because of Madden 07.
Yeah, in a nutshell, it's
Heinz Ward.
fault. Yeah.
It's not Alex's fault. It's Randy's fault. I don't think Alex cared about.
It's funny because Peyton asked that, but LMAO, fair enough. I guess I'm a Colts fan in Arizona, but my name made it easy to be a fan. Yeah, true.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna peel that. You can use the tweezers to maybe for reals.
Who do you think would do better at doing what we talked about, doing one of these mods? Me or Mom? Because I'll often be multitasking, and your mom is a dedicated viewer.
Mm-hmm.
She's like locked in. Do you think she would do better at the mod than
I feel like I'd be nervous that she'd burn herself. Love you, Mom. I think she would. I think you would struggle more with like remembering what to do. I think Mom would know the steps better than you. But I don't know. She's more of a DIYer now.
Yeah, she's very crafty.
I would say that she'd probably do better.
If
I just know.
I'd put money on Mom.
I know she wouldn't want to be on camera, so.
It would be just her hands.
Well, I mean, if I was gonna make a video out of it, I would want the whole shebang.
What is the whole shebang?
Have a face cam with top down.
No, what's a shebang?
I don't know, shebang.
Does anybody ever want a half a shebang? Be curious what other sayings around, like in Britain and Australia.
Slang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Forgot. Put a little flux down there. Flux. Little flux there. There we go. There's that one.
Gotta step it up. It's 1:12. I almost said it's a minute 12.
We're almost done.
Oh my gosh.
I've been watching the clock, don't worry. We also have the ability to pause.
The mod?
Yep. Come on. There we go. Okay. And that's it for the soldering. We can add the IR cover. And we can add the
Light pipe.
Yep. Power switch. Then we can put the back halves on. Swap to the correct bit here.
Tri-wings?
Mm-hmm. Well, technically they're tri-tip or tri-point, but tri-wing just sounds better. Tri-wing would be more,
Wingy?
yeah. I don't know how to describe it.
And you don't back these off a quarter.
No, you can, but usually I don't notice anything. If you, sometimes, like, when, the start and select is stiff, you can back these up a little bit, but it doesn't really matter.
You haven't cracked the shell by over-tightening it along.
And the Cowboys kicker didn't miss until last week.
Yeah.
The Cowboys never lose at home.
Mm-hmm.
So. I'm a lot more ginger with screwing these in now. Like for a while, I know it's fine, but once it's not easy breezy, I loosen up my grip. And then I get nervous when it takes a while. I'm like, it should be getting harder to tighten now. And then these always trip me up. The ones in the middle aren't as deep, so they always go faster.
Whoa. Maybe.
Alright. Batteries right there, right in front of me.
Alright, if you could make a mod for one pro athlete, any sport, who would it be? Bam.
I would still like to do one for Jamal Williams.
Yeah, I was wondering if your answer would change over time.
Just because he's cool. And plus, now I get to ask him how he feels about the touchdown at the end of the season.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, that was controversial.
Mm-hmm. James Winston's just so funny. Oh, there we go. We've got sound. Start, select, B, right, A, left, B, down, A, up. If you press two buttons at the same time, it just stops. But then we can... Okay, cool. Touchpad's good. We can hold start and select. Tap, tap. I'm going to take this off camera so I can actually see the color correctly. I feel like I should do a blue to match.
In 5150, we trust says, what an awesome dude. Was bummed when the Packers let him go.
Yeah.
He's the one that colored his hair too, right? Is he the one that...
I don't think so. He was the one that had the anime intro on Sunday Night Football, and everybody's like, what did he say? Like when they're the headshots.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that, but I swear that he was the one that also colored the ends of his dreads or something.
I know.
In 5150 probably knows.
There's a guy I'm thinking of that used to play for the Steelers who did that.
Mm-hmm. The red, I think.
Yeah, and he originally played for the Panthers, and then he came. D'Angelo Williams.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking.
I think that's who you're thinking of. I don't know if I like that color so much. It's hard when you put the lights on the screen, you don't see the color quite right. Okay. Yeah, because this looks more green for me. I don't know. That looks kind of right, at least on my screen. Okay. But that one's good. I will put the stickers on it real quick. List it. Actually, I should have pictures of this already in the listing. So, As long as I have nice pictures of it, we will just put the old listing up. But yeah, Jamal Williams is funny. He's like, I'm pretty sure he's my age. So it'd just be easy to get along with him. And I'm sure he would love it because he loves Pokemon, so.
There you go. Invite's been sent again.
I wonder who the most famous person is that watches me.
Yeah, even if they've just popped in or out or something, that'd be cool to know. Probably DC.
Probably. Let's see. Shopify. We'll search shiny. It's probably. Oh, I haven't taken cool pictures of it, so I will take pictures of this. Now that I took the batteries out. So, if you're wanting this, you can go ahead and go to the link in the description. If any of my moderators want to add the link in the chat, that'd be awesome.
It was up earlier, but sure could be added again. DC.
And take a picture of that. Turn it off. Take the game out of the back so you don't think you're getting one of those. And there's that. Put that off to the side for now. We'll finish up the listing. One available. Save it as active. And there we go. There is that. I'll prepare the next one real quick while we're here. And don't need the images to be copied. We'll let that go for a second while we test this. And a little smudgy. My DNA is included with the purchase of this Game Boy. Cool. Sounds working. Start, select, B, right, A, left, B, down, A, and up. Everything is working. Touch sensor. Touch sensor apparently does not want to work. Interesting. If I take it out, does it want to work? Cool. So I'll have to fix that. And of course, the one time I use one of the new ribbon cables, it doesn't start with the old ribbon cables would start with a red for the color logo, and the new ones start with white, which is a more flattering color for those who don't do the soldering. But it would have been nice with a non-functioning touchpad to start with red, because that's the color I want to choose. Yeah, we love reliable touch sensors. Sometimes if you touch it all around the touchpad, no, okay. What time is it? 1:23, it's getting close. Maybe we'll back off on the screws a little bit. Okay. Well, I'm going to need to take nice pictures of this anyways. I know the touchpad will be working one way or another, so I'm going to list it real quick. We're going to put a sticker on the back. So I'm going to need you to move the iPad.
Oh. Okay.
And put the sticker on, and we'll list it. I will fix the touchpad
After the Steelers game.
after the Steelers game. If the Steelers lose, then it'll never be fixed.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. But it will be fixed in like tested 3 times over before it's sent out. So don't worry about it. Now watch, it's gonna work now.
Mm-hmm.
No, okay. But take a picture of it. Turn it off. Take the game out. Take the batteries out.
Drop the batteries.
Drop one of the batteries. Close it back up. Take a picture of the back. And add one to inventory. Save it as active and not a draft so you guys can actually see it.
Actually.
And they should both be out. So that is that. That is 2 Game Boy mods done. I really like the blue and the red.
It pops.
Oh, there's the battery. So, yeah, that's about it. I've got 4 minutes till kickoff, and I don't really have anything else to say or talk about. Get ready for the charity event. Full announcement on Friday. I still have to record that. If you want to watch 2 early videos, and technically I'll probably get the announcement video up early as well. Join the mod squad, become a member, hit that join button down below. If you're already subscribed, it should be a join button instead of a subscribe button, or at least the join button will be next to it, I think. And yeah, buy a Game Boy. Save your money for the charity event because they are some pretty cool Game Boys. I just realized I have the announcement video scripted, but I don't think I mentioned how much the mods cost. Anyways, I think they're going to be $250 each because they're for charity. I did $200 each last time, but all of these are bigger and better than last year, so I feel like upping it to $250 is worth it, especially because it's for charity. And I see 0% of that money. I literally, the only money I touch is the money from the Game Boy sales. And last year I donated it like 3 days later. I have the receipt. I know I have to be extra cautious in what I'm talking about because there's someone in the gaming space who wasn't very good with the charity money. So, but I don't actually own a nonprofit, and when I donate the money, I get a tax break. So, I will see you guys on Friday for the announcement video, and Monday for another stream, and there'll probably be a setup stream on Wednesday, the next Wednesday, for the members when I just get all the charity event stuff set up like I did last year, and then the charity event on Friday, next Friday, the 26th. So yeah, there'll be a lot of streams over the next couple weeks, and I will see you guys.
Go Steelers.
In the next one. Later, guys. That was a bad snap. It wasn't the best snap. I could do better.